I don't think you can get a better banana bread recipe than this. I'm just saying, Hey guys, I'm Atulya Bhakti. Today I'm gonna show you how to make the best one bowl vegan banana bread ever. So if you've got those spotty old bananas lying around your house, then this is the perfect recipe to try and you'll make everyone in your house really happy for it, I promise. So let's get started. First, let's start with 3 super ripe spotty bananas. Go ahead and peel them. And the spottier and more ripe your bananas are, the better your banana bread's gonna taste because it's gonna have that fully developed banana flavor as well as the sweetness. Using a whisk, go ahead and smash your banana until it becomes creamy and there's no more large chunks left. Add a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar. Add 1 tablespoon of organic brown sugar to give it that yummy molassesy flavor. Add 1/2 cup of any neutral oil of choice. Today I'm using grapeseed oil. Add 1 tablespoon of non-dairy milk of choice. Today I'm using almond milk, which tends to be my favorite milk to bake with. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and when this reacts with the baking soda, it's going to help lift and give rise to our banana bread. Mix until well incorporated. To that same bowl, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. I love this blend of spices, but if you don't have allspice or nutmeg lying around the house, just using cinnamon will do. Lastly, add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix your batter using a whisk until just combined. Do not overmix. Don't overmix cake batters, don't overmix banana bread batters, and don't overmix cookie batters. When you overmix these batters, what happens is that the gluten in the flour overdevelops and then you end up with a really dense banana bread or a really dense cake, or the cookie doesn't bake the way it was supposed to bake. I see people overmixing batters all the time, and no wonder you can use the same exact recipe and get a very different result depending on the mixing process. Now I'm gonna get my spatula and scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl, making sure that there's no flour or any other ingredients left behind. Here I've lined with parchment paper a 8.5 by 4.5 inch loaf pan. Pour your batter into the pan. Then I'm gonna give my pan a little tappity here and there, making sure that the batter is spread evenly. And if you wanna get a little bit fancier, you can top this with 1/2 a cup of chopped walnuts or pecans. And you could have also folded 1/2 a cup of these nuts into the batter as well, but I like it on top because it gets nice and toasty and crunchy. For a little extra crunch factor, I like to add a little cinnamon sugar on top. This is just 1 tablespoon of organic cane sugar mixed with a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I had my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna bake this for about 45 to 50 minutes, and the time is going to vary depending on your oven. It's been about 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take this out and poke something pokey through to make sure that it comes out clear. Then you know that it is done. Here is the most perfect banana bread of all time. Okay, it's time to try our banana bread. You have to let it cool completely before you cut into them. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit hard to cut into. Oh gosh, this banana bread, always so good. Wow. It's super moist. It's not so dense. It's a lot lighter than other banana bread recipes. The spices are perfect, and I love the crunchy nut toppings and the sugar on top. It's fire. 완전 맛있어. Before I eat this whole loaf of banana bread for dinner, If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. I have new recipes coming out for you every Friday, so look out for that. Hit that notification bell. And if you want the full written recipes, I'll put a link down below to my website, chefatulya.com. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Ugh. These bananas are so ripe, they're just like falling down, and this is exactly the type of banana you want to use for banana bread. Ah, they're falling apart.